Have you ever seen arrogance collapse in seconds? Stay with me, because this story will grip you to the very last moment. Mr. Carter had lived in his home for nearly 30 years. Behind his weathered wooden fence, his children had once played tag, his dog had kept watch, and his late wife had planted roses along its edge. That fence wasn't just wood and nails, it was history, love, and memory. But then came Karen, the new HOA president. She stormed up to Carter's door one morning, clipboard in hand, eyes sharp with self-importance. "That fence," she snapped, pointing like it was a crime scene, "is illegal. You'll take it down immediately or face fines." Carter, calm but firm, replied, "Ma'am, that fence has stood here for decades. It was built long before you even moved in." Karen smirked. "Doesn't matter. According to HOA bylaws, it violates the uniform look of the neighborhood. You've got 2 weeks or I'll drag you to court." And drag him she did. In court, Karen strutted with confidence, flipping through her stack of papers. She painted Carter as a stubborn old man who refused to follow rules, calling the fence an eyesore and a danger to community standards. Neighbors whispered, some siding with her, others shifting uncomfortably. Carter stood quietly, holding one single folder. When the judge asked him to speak, he opened it slowly. Inside were yellowed permits, stamped and signed by the city itself, dated 30 years earlier, granting approval for that very fence. "Your Honor," Carter said softly but clearly, "this fence was built before the HOA even existed. It's older than their bylaws, and every nail in it is legal." The courtroom fell silent. Karen's smirk froze. She lunged forward, insisting the papers had to be fake, that no one could grandfather in such a violation. But the judge leaned forward, eyes narrowing. "These are official city records," the judge said firmly, holding the stamped documents. "This fence was legally approved long before the HOA had authority. The homeowner is fully within his rights." And then came the blow Karen never expected. "Furthermore," the judge continued, "I find this lawsuit frivolous. HOA leadership is expected to uphold fairness, not harass long-standing residents. Case dismissed, with costs against the HOA." Karen's face drained of color as gasps echoed through the courtroom. Mr. Carter didn't gloat. He simply smiled faintly, clutching the papers like they were his wife's hand one last time. As he walked out, neighbors who once stayed silent patted his shoulder. For the first time in months, Carter felt not just vindicated, but respected. His fence still stood, but more importantly, so did his dignity. So remember this: sometimes the oldest things carry the deepest truths, and no HOA rule can erase history.